Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. I am doing this video for you guys, of course, but especially for one subscriber in particular, and that is Faith Frederick, I think is how you pronounce your name. You had left a comment about how much you love my Share a Beer with Me series. But I don't have a beer, but you can take my word for it that my easily distracted by books tumbler with a new lid on it, look at this, now when I dump it, it doesn't all spill out, but is full of very strong rum mixed with Dr. Pepper, cherry Dr. Pepper. The other day I had gone to the grocery store and I was like, cherry Dr. Pepper sounds good, but I thought it was diet, but it wasn't. So I actually put it in my car so I could take it to work and just put it in the fridge for anyone that needs a drink, you know. I've been in those types of situations where I didn't have anything to drink and my coworker gave me something to drink, so, but I always forgot. So the Dr. Pepper cherry was in the backseat of my car today when I needed it, and we are going to get into that. I got some news for you guys. And as negative as it may be, I am going to try to stay positive through this video for you guys, because I've already done my crying on the car on the way home. I have gone through, or I think I've gone through all the negative feelings that I am going to be going through, but I just thought I should let you guys know. And I will be drinking throughout this video as I talk about it. But to really describe to you guys what I've been going through, I grew up with a very weak immune system. I was always getting sick from the time I was 5 to the time I was 13, and then after that I had trouble with my tonsils. I had something called enlarged tonsil tissue, in which my doctor that performed my surgery when I was 13 asked my mom if he could use it as a case study. He said, I've never seen anything like that. So I was always getting sick because of my tonsils, and then when I got my tonsils out, I worked as a CNA, and I was around all the diseases, and I just got sick easily. No matter what vitamins I took, no matter what medicine I took to help my immune system, I've just always had a weak immune system. You know, it's really something that I can't help. It's nothing that I do wrong. I pretty much do everything right, but I just always really had a weak immune system. But I consider myself blessed because my brother, my mom's son, Joe, got all the stuff from my mom that she has, like diabetes and high blood pressure. He got all the bad stuff, and I just got a weak immune system, but I've been told that I have perfect health. Like, I mean, I know it could be worse. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to go on little tangents throughout this video. So, I told you guys in my last video that for 2 weeks now, I have been dealing with this blister on my lower leg. The blister ruptured and caused an excruciating amount of pain. So on the 14th, I went to the ER, and they just pushed antibiotics on me, told me to go home, and I got a note for work to be out 3 days. So I just sat here at home and made videos and twiddled my thumbs, and today I was so excited about going back to work, you guys. Today was supposed to be my first day back, but I was really worried about this spot on my leg today because the eye of it's not healing like it's supposed to. It's open. It's still open. It's you know it's not scabbing over like it's supposed to. And I found out today what it was while I was at work. I tried not to push myself today at work. Today was my first day back. I left my hair down. I had my new hair bow, my earrings, my makeup done. Like, I was ready to go to work and see everybody. And then the day just started off shitty. Because now that I have a little crush at work, I haven't seen him in like a week, because we're always like, either I am out of work or he's out of work or whatever. So I haven't seen him in like a week, and today he was supposed to work, and I think I mentioned to my supervisor, I was like, at least Robert's here today. And she said, no, he's not. He told us yesterday, hey, I'll see y'all on Friday. And I was like, no, it says on the schedule that he is supposed to be here. And she was like, uh-oh. And they tried to call him and he wouldn't answer. I would probably do the same thing if I thought that I wasn't working and was off. I always turn my phone off or on silent. No, I always turn my phone off. So, poor kid, man. He's probably in big trouble because he never showed up and he never answered his phone. So he's probably in big trouble. And I feel really bad for him. I think I've had one of those moments in my life where I didn't check the schedule right and they called me saying, Kelly, you're supposed to be at work right now. I hate that feeling, you guys. You jump up out of bed or the chair or the couch, whatever you're on. You had to get showered, had to get dressed, had to eat. Like, it's the worst feeling when you are off. I mean, when you're supposed to work, but you thought you were off. That is the worst feeling ever. But that wasn't the worst part of my day. You know, got go see Dub, ready to see my crush, and he ends up being a no call, no show. Pretty much. Hold on one second. So, around 1 o'clock, my coworker came in and she was like, okay, supervisor says you had to take your first 10 minutes since I'm here. I'd been there since 8 o'clock. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. I go in my locker, open my locker. The first thing I always do is I check my phone, because I keep my phone in my locker at all times. A lot of people keep their phones on them and they get in trouble for having their phones out when they're not supposed to. So I keep my phone in my locker. And the first thing I did was check my voicemail, and Okay, let me tell you guys, on September 12th, you guys remember I told you I went to the doctor to get weighed. And I showed him this, what I thought was an abscess on my leg. And he did a culture on it. And that's where he swabs it and he tests it. Well, today, almost a week later, I get a voicemail that says, okay, this is your doctor's nurse, and I just want to let you know that the culture that your doctor took was positive for MRSA. And it would be a good idea if you would give us a call back so we can up your antibiotics a little bit. So this whole time, since I've had this thing on my leg, it's been MRSA. Have no idea how I got it. Have no idea. Like, my house is clean. I stay clean. I take a shower at least every two days, or even one day. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm a clean freak, so I'm always staying clean, and I have no idea how I got this thing on my leg. But yeah, so I was shook for a second, and I saw my boss, and I debated not telling her. Almost. I debated not telling her. But that's not the way to go about things. So I just pulled her to the side. I was like, Janet, I just got a message from my doctor's nurse that said I had MRSA. And I said, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to work if I have MRSA, so I just want to let you know. And I clocked out for my lunch about 1:30, and she came in with the other supervisor, closed the door to the break room, and said, Kelly, I really hate to do this, but I need to send you home. And I started crying, you guys. I actually started crying a little bit, because even though they can't help it, I can't help it. It almost felt like being in the principal's office. That feeling of being in the principal's office. That's what it felt like. Because I don't know when I'll be able to go back to work, you guys. I'm out of work until I'm no longer positive for MRSA. Or until it's fully healed. And at this time, it's still open and it's still hurting, so I don't know. But yeah, I started to cry when they sent me home. Like, and they were like, oh my gosh, please don't cry, because we'll cry. And they were like, we love you, Kelly, you still have a job. But I totally understand where they're coming from. I'm pretty sure that MRSA is, oh God, what's the word? Spreadable. So, but I've had MRSA this whole time, you guys. I've had MRSA this whole time. Like, why? When I came through the door today, when they sent me home and I came through the door, I was like, I am never effing going to that effing doctor effing again. And I told them what was going on. Well, I'd already told them. I called my mom first thing. I was like, yeah, I have MRSA. But at least now I know what's been going on. It just hurts because I'm really like my dad keeps saying, you can fall back on us if you have to be out of work for a bit. And I was like, Dad, it's not about a job anymore. I said, I've grown close to all my coworkers. Like every single coworker when I left, they said, love you, Kelly, get better. The one that got me hired was like, I love you, as I was going out the door. And I don't think they realize how important this company has become to me. If they did, I hope they know how much it means to me. You know, I cried when she sent me home. I didn't mean to, but like it just came out of nowhere. And then I was like, is Robert in trouble for being a no comment show? I actually asked that, you guys. And they were like, well, we're really not supposed to say stuff about other employees. But it's so easy because the way she tacks the schedule, it's like 1 week and then the next week, but it's like mushed together. Like anybody can make that mistake. And I would feel that way about any of my coworkers if they read the schedule wrong and they just want to leave their phone off because they don't want to take the chance that work will try to call them in. I get that. I do. So today's just been a bad day, you guys. I don't mean to be so emotional in front of you guys, but I love my job. I am passionate about my job. It is more to me than a job. It's more to me than money. I finally found a job that I love. And I have to be out for God knows how long. Just, if you guys will just continue to pray for me, especially mentally. I'm not gonna lie, especially mentally. Like, I know this is a complete reverse of who you saw in the video from last night, but yeah, have mercy. But it could be worse. It could be worse. But I was just really happy about being back at work today. I wasn't worried that I was a little sore. I've still been sore. I didn't care. I just wanted to see everybody and do what I do best. She said, so far today, Kelly, that you've already rounded up $9. She said, don't worry, you'll still have a job here when you get better, I promise. So, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what I'm going through. But I love you guys, and I hope this faith, I hope you enjoyed this video. And you guys just keep me in your thoughts and prayers. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye-bye.